Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. They finally come and say it, my friends. Haven't I told you so many times about the mountain slope model? That is, the decision has been made already, and they work on getting us ready to accept their decision. And they start slowly, I explained it many times, and then next one, and they got different idiots with no authority first, saying things, questioning, bringing the issue in the public sphere and debate, and then little by little it gets picked up and they tell us, yes, man, we're going to send airplanes to Ukraine, or we're going to send tanks. Everything started with, the decision was already made. Now, it's something that I've been saying for so long. NATO troops will be sent to Ukraine. Now they are saying it little by little. That's the only thing that I said besides the nuclear weapons there's missing. Yes, it's true, NATO vessels, warships in the Black Sea, but other than that, I think they have personnel operating HIMARS and the Patriot systems. They tell what they are conducting. They tell them what to do. These are just kind of like baboons doing what they're told to do and dying, unfortunately, for those guys. So now they come and say NATO countries, EU countries, European Union countries, consider sending troops to Ukraine. Well, they will. I think they're already there. I have a gut feeling. So let me show you a few articles. Let's start with this article coming from, I got one from the Ukrainians, one from the Russians, and from the Brits. Must be true. Let's start with the Ukrainians, right? The new voice of Ukraine today, February 26, 2024. NATO countries consider sending troops to Ukraine. Slovakia opts out. Slovak Prime Minister Fico said. So they're considering, they're talking about to make a decision. The decision has been made. They will. And let me show you something else. Right here, look at this video I made on February 4th. NATO talks about sending troops to Ukraine and no-fly zone instituted over Ukraine. This is what I made on February 4th. And I made so many other videos where I mentioned this. They will eventually send it. Why? They started with condoms, then they started with dildos, then they started with bullets, then they started with pistols, then they started with juveniles, then they started with howitzers, then they started with armored fighting vehicles, then they did with tanks, then they did with HIMARS, then they did with Patriot, then they did with F-16s. What's next? What's next? Military presence right there, as I said many times before, if you remember, as you know, like peacekeeping forces, love-making forces, beautiful forces. They would give an imbecilic name, to protect population against the Russian killing population civilians. That would be the reason, I guarantee you. That would be the reason given to the baboons. We're gonna protect the civilians, and they're gonna come and they will muster, squeeze our empathy that I don't have, and sorry, I lost it a long time ago, in certain circumstances. Okay, I don't like when people try to squeeze it. I like that to come from me, not from seeing these guys pushing. You gotta. I don't gotta any. Fuck off. So anyway, I said it many times, these guys are going to come as a beautiful force to defend civilians. And the soccer moms here, yes, let's have them come over there. All right, let's move on. So this is the article right here, and I have, as I said, two more. Several NATO and EU member states are considering the possibility of deploying their troops to Ukraine as part of bilateral agreements. That is, the security guarantees that your traitors signed in your name. What do you think will happen? Will you receive some nuclear bombs on your fucking heads? Is that a possibility? I think it's a possibility. I mean, possibility, it is 100%. Probability? Just do it. Just do it. The Russians will have no patience. I guarantee you that one. Said Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico. Slovak newspaper Pravda reported on February 26th. Fico's announcement came following a meeting with a coalition ahead of the European leaders' conference in Paris to discuss supporting Ukraine. While Slovakia itself would not take such a step, it would respect the decision of countries willing to send troops to Ukraine, Fico said. Slovakia will not provide military aid as, and I'm quoting, the conflict in Ukraine cannot be solved militarily. End quote. The Prime Minister said, adding that Slovakia intends to discuss an offering civilian and non-lethal aid, along with continuing assistance to Ukraine in demining efforts. All right, so let's see what else is going on here. Next article, The Telegraph. These are guys must be telling the truth right here. NATO and EU states considering sending troops to Ukraine. Okay, I think it's a done deal. Weasel, smart weasel with guy with balls so far, right here. The Prime Minister of Slovakia has claimed that NATO and EU member states are preparing to deploy troops to Ukraine. I think so. Robert Fico, pro-Russian populist. Fuck you, The Telegraph. And this is what? Is it opinion making or a news making? Joe Barnes. The same thing. Hey, how is your mom looking? Is she doing all right? All right. Offered no details of how Western soldiers could be sent to assist Ukraine, and commentators said he was probably just trying to stir up trouble. No, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Next one. Let's go to the Ruskies. Right here, Sputnik. Some EU NATO states ponder possibility of sending military to Ukraine. Slovakia's Fico. The same thing. And I'm quoting, for me, today's meeting in Paris is confirmation that the West's strategy in Ukraine has failed, but I want to be constructively prepared for it. It follows from these arguments that a group of NATO and EU countries are considering the option to send their military to Ukraine on the basis of bilateral agreements, Fico told reporters after a meeting of the government and the Security Council. Now that's bad, don't you think? Possible deployment of the EU and NATO military to Ukraine will not allow them to achieve concessions from Russia, but will only lead to an escalation of the conflict, the Prime Minister said. There he is. Slovakia is not planning to send its soldiers to Ukraine. They will be sent. I mean, I'm 99% certain, unless they're saying it and the war, they drop the Ukrainians like a hot potato. You know, it's that thing of... when I was about to come in and help, man, it's all done. Oh, shit. Do you have those kinds of people? Have you met them? When they know, you say, man, I'm going to have this project. Volunteers, my friends, will you help me? All right, I will start tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow at my house at noon. Yeah. And then some of this, or one of them, will not show up. Will show up after it's done, late when the night is already, creeping in, so that he knows the project cannot continue. And he's like, ready, where is it, motherfucker? Let's do it right now. Hey, we've been done. Right now we're drinking our beers here and listening to some, Tchaikovsky. All right, or maybe some Billy Idol. So, and they come, oh man, jeez, why didn't you tell me, man? It's your fault, man. I would have come. I got ready. I left to work early. I skipped the afternoon fuck and I just came here. Well. Do you believe those guys? It happened on a few occasions. You know what I did? It's okay, man. The project is not over. Tomorrow at noon. Ah, fuck. No, tomorrow my mom will have this kind of surgery and my grandma will be dying from now until tomorrow at noon. Fuck you, man. That's why I don't even bother these kind of people. The problem is they try to turn it on to you. Oh my God. So the same thing. Maybe NATO and these guys just dropped Ukraine and they're saying now, yeah, man, when we were getting ready, we were like warming up on the sidelines of the pitch. Yeah, you know how you warm up your ankles on the side like soccer. Yeah, we're ready, man. Yeah. It's over? 90 minutes? We lost? Oh, fuck. Could be. And Fico comes and says, yeah, man, we're ready. These guys are ready. Yeah, we're warming up. Man, it could be that one. It could be that one. Or it could be a reality, which is these guys really want to do it. And they will hurt us, you and I, as long as you're not in the Western Europe or in the collective West. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Maybe Mr. Fico was just activated to be the truth teller, like getting us ready for whatever comes. You know, sometimes you need a attention, please. NATO is ready to get their troops. I'm Fico right now. And you go, oh my God, it's Fico saying that. See you later, my friends.